This is the story of how I got contacted by Epiphone to do a series of 8 art custom guitars. Okay, so a couple of months ago, I got contacted by Epiphone, the guitar brand, to do a series of 8 custom art guitars to celebrate their 150th birthday. So, pretty big deal if you ask me. I immediately said yes and decided that instead of doing the 8 guitars, I should reach out to 7 of the most amazing artists that I know from Berlin and give them the opportunity to make one of the custom guitars themselves. This way, each guitar would have its own personality and style and approach. It's amazing. Honestly, I am a failed musician myself. I originally wanted to be a musician or a music producer of some sort, but I'm not very good. No. So the story is that, I was friends with the singer of the coolest band in town. Shout out to Andrea from Bang. And we went to a house party at his drummer's place. And he was showing me around that, this is where I play my drums, this is where I record my drums, and this is where I do my paintings on my free time. And I was like, yo, I've been painting since I'm like this big, and if this guy that's in a super cool band paints on the side, maybe I can be a super cool guy that paints and maybe does some music on the side. And that's basically how my whole art career started, just figuring out that I'm not smart enough to get a real job like a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. So it was gonna be musician, artist, or I don't know, flipping burgers. So I finished disassembling the guitar and now it's time to actually start making some art on it, I guess. I feel like a little bit like Jack the Ripper with this one. I hope I can get it back together in the same way. No, I'm pretty sure I will be able to do this. The idea now is I want this to be like a unique guitar. And I thought like, yeah, maybe I can paint some cool stuff on it. Yeah, cool. But that's not like unique enough for me. So the first step of what I'm gonna do to this guitar is cover it all in pink, fluffy material. This material will have to cover the whole guitar somehow nicely. And I think I'm gonna use a stapler for it, which is like, I feel really bad about damaging this guitar, but also it's for art, so it's okay. So I have a fluffy guitar. I am very happy with how it looks. It has all the picks and the string thingies showing up. I even on the back left the space here for the battery and all the electronics of the guitar. It looks great. But I have the feeling that it needs a little bit more. It needs a little bit more of a wow factor. So I will be building a harness, like a bondage harness for this guitar in white leather and black metal. It's gonna be like really cool. So first phase done. Let's get this guitar going. we got the guitar, and I'm gonna be working with some materials that I've never worked before, and that's always exciting. First one is this. This is a hole maker. It is, as the name makes it clear, to make holes. It has like these little different teeth here, so you can choose like the different sizes, and it is used to make holes on leather, which is another material that I've never used in one of my artworks. So I bought these vegan white leathers, and then I bought these things over here, which are kind of like to clip them together, and I bought some rings to kind of like give it like connections and whatnot. So I'm very excited about working with these materials because I never worked with them before, and it's always exciting as an artist when you get to do something you've never done before. Comfort zones, working outside of them, that's always cool. At this point, I needed to do something that I've never thought I would ever have to do with one of my artworks. I needed to shave the guitar. It looked amazing, super fluffy, but it was a little bit too much fluff, if you may. So I grabbed my own beard trimmer and went ahead and gave that guitar a good old shaving, you know, a little trim on the edges. Give it a little haircut, you might say. I'm very happy with how the guitar turned out. I got this Flying V model to customize, and it just shouted to me like glam rock 80s, hair flowing, you know, leather pants. And I was like, damn, this guitar is sexy. But what could I do to make it even more sexy? So I decided to cover it with pink fluff and do a little bondage harness on it. So it's like sweet, but has like a kinky side to it. I call it 50 Shades of Pink. My mom told me that I should call it 50 Shades of Pink. So that's what we're gonna call it. While I was working really hard on my guitar, all the other artists were working as hard as I was. And now was the time to start grabbing back the guitars from the artists and seeing what they did with them. First off, Hey Bonito made this amazing guitar. It has textures, it has patterns, it had neon colors, just fantastic. Then Seudo from Argentina just destroyed the whole bass. He went crazy with the idea and deconstructed the whole bass and created this music god totem out of what was formerly the bass. Fabifa made this amazing octopus whose tentacles go all over the guitar. Lucille Guder made this guitar with collages of flowers and textures of plants. It looks amazing. Valerio Sangiacomo did typography on his guitar. He had a white guitar and he just did this amazing black words on it. It looks fantastic. Then Tapeover grabbed this golden guitar and added a texture of pink and turquoise with some cubes, a really abstract view into their guitars. Lazari made this entanglement of sexy people all across the guitar, and it just looks fantastic. All the guitars looked amazing, and now was the time to bring them and put them on the Nhow Hotel. Once we had all the guitars done, it was time to show them off to the world. And what better place to show off guitars than on a stage? That's why we collaborated with the Nhow Hotel in Berlin that has an amazing stage in their foyer. And we decided to showcase all the guitars there in a little night of drinks and music, friends, and cool art guitars. So this is the final and most exciting part of this project, bringing the guitars onto the stage and having the opportunity of everybody checking out the work of these amazing artists. First off, I would like to thank Epiphone for the amazing opportunity of doing these guitars. I must admit, this is a dream come true. I am crazy about music since forever. I love guitars, and I would have 1,000,000 of them if I could. I don't have the space or the budget for that. But, you know, having this opportunity to combine my love for art and my love for music into doing this, cannot complain. So I'd like to thank Epiphone for the opportunity of these guitars. Also, the Nhow Hotel for letting us do the amazing showcase of these art guitars and lending us their beautiful stage. And I would like to also thank the artists for embarking with me into this crazy journey of art and guitars and putting their blood, sweat, and tears into these amazing art guitars.